Every child is precious. Every child is special. Every child deserves the chance to learn, to develop, and to realize his or her potential to the fullest. This is the guiding philosophy of the Early Learning Institute, a private, nonprofit organization which provides comprehensive early intervention services to children with developmental delays and their families. Since 1958, the Early Learning Institute and its predecessor, St. Peter's Child Development Centers, have met the various needs of thousands of families in Allegheny County through 3 programs: in-home therapy for infants and toddlers, integrated preschool programs, and developmentally oriented daycare services. Just as a child grows and develops, so too has the Early Learning Institute evolved to meet new challenges and to provide enhanced services to the community. Yet through every stage of its change and development, the Early Learning Institute's mission has remained constant. We strive to offer high-quality, comprehensive educational services and genuine care and concern to children with special needs and their families. Infants helped by the Early Learning Institute can receive many types of therapy, including physical, occupational, developmental, speech and language, and vision. Most infants are serviced by Institute professionals in their homes or daycare facilities.
I think I've taken parenthood for granted and just assumed that every time you have a child, everything is going to be fine. We have 2 children that are typically developing, and when we had Charlie, it was really, at first, a shock. And now working with the Early Learning Institute, we have found that it can be an overwhelming situation, but they have helped us to just take 1 step at a time and to do all that we can do to help him reach his full potential.
Charlie's a year old now, and we've been able to monitor his growth, and we've been able to chart him not just against the norm of Down syndrome children, but children in general.
Since we've had Charlie from day 1, the Early Learning Institute has provided us with the most information and guidance so far. Aside from the obvious love and support of our family, I feel that they are with us every step of the way. And I can remember when Charlie first learned to turn over. Anita was the first person I had to go and tell because I knew that she would feel as happy as I felt. And I feel that they have just put us on the right track and have helped us to realize that he can do these things.
I would definitely recommend the Early Learning Institute's infant program for other parents, simply from the standpoint it's helped us to become more aware of what we can do to help Charlie to reach his full potential. And if at a young age we can really lay the foundation for that, hopefully the sky's the limit for him, and he'll do as well as he can.
The toddler program at the Early Learning Institute serves children between 2 and 3 years of age. Both typical children and children with special needs are integrated in a social group setting. Their needs are determined through a collaboration between parents, the child's developmental therapist, and a service coordinator. This program enables children to acquire learning habits and academic skills that will carry the child onto the next appropriate level.
That's right.
The McCrae twins, Jawan and Tawan, have special developmental needs because they were born prematurely. By participating in the Early Learning Institute's toddler program, the boys and their parents receive important training and guidance to ensure that they will be able to overcome many of their developmental challenges, while also learning which services to access in their immediate environment.
At the Learning Institute, it brought a lot of things to my attention about raising a child. what they need and how much they need help for if they are disabled. The clues you need to know and things you need to focus on. That's what I really learn from them. Kids need attention, a lot of attention. So they enjoy being there.
Older children and their families benefit from the Early Learning Institute's integrated preschool program, enabling children of all abilities to develop at their own pace while learning from one another through play therapy and through individual education plans tailored to each child's unique needs. At sites such as the Harmony Learning Center, typically developing children and youngsters with special needs develop their cognitive, physical, and social skills in a common setting with the help of caring and dedicated teachers and therapists.
When I had first found out about the Early Learning Institute, it was because I have a 6-year-old son that's autistic, and we were referred to the Early Learning Institute because of the early intervention program. And during that year, I have a 5-year-old typical child, and he had wanted to go to preschool. And when he was 3 1/2, I enrolled him in the Harmony Learning Center.
Have a good day.
For Brandon, he loves school. I really think he is so into learning, and it makes him just feel so important when he's doing these projects, and it's boosting his self-esteem. For me, of course, having a special needs child, it is so important to start your typical children out, not realizing that and pinpointing the difference. It's so important for inclusion because CJ, my autistic child, can learn so much from your typical child. Brandon goes to kindergarten next year, which I hope that maybe they'll have some special needs children in his room, or because you know what, Brandon would be one of those kids that come sit by me. There is no special needs, they're all just kids to him.
The long-term benefits of early intervention programs for developmentally delayed children are well documented and quite obvious to the thousands of families who have been served by the Early Learning Institute over the past 4 decades. By providing individualized therapy, comprehensive education programs, and social work assistance to families of developmentally delayed and typical children, the Early Learning Institute has performed an invaluable service to children, parents, and the wider community. In the years to come, we are committed to building a stronger society by helping more children realize their full potential and helping more families overcome obstacles, one step at a time.